Hi, my name is Toyi. Welcome to my channel. How are you today? Today, I'm here to talk about a very important topic. I would like us to talk about friendship. Yes, friendship. It's quite broad. I'm not going to dive into maybe the relationship in your marriage or dating relationship. No. Today, I'm here to talk about friendship. Like you have your friends, you have your group of friends, you have your cliche. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Who are your friends? What kind of friends do you have? And what kind of friend are you? So those are the questions I want us to answer today. We're going to talk about who your friends are and who you have to your friends. So basically, with what we've seen around us recently, you would agree with me that your support system is very important. And what do you understand by support system? We're talking about the people you have in your lives are simply your support system. If you have the right people in your life, it makes life easier. But if you have the wrong set of friends in your life, life can be a whole lot harder for you. So who are the support systems? Are they people worth keeping, or you just need to keep these people at arm's length? Let's quickly look at what we're trying to discuss today. If you're in a friendship, okay, now you can relate this to maybe your dating or your partnership, whatever kind of relationship you have. But basically, I'm generalizing it on friendship. If you're in a relationship, a friendship where you feel you're not being valued, so the other person doesn't see you as anything to them, then you don't need anybody to tell you that you don't need that kind of person in your life. If you're in a relationship where you are the one always making the attempt, to be in this person's life, you don't see it being reciprocated. You don't see this person, valuing your time and your emotions. Then what are you doing in that relationship? Guys, you don't need those kind of people in your life. You don't need people that make you sad. You don't need to be sad at all because of somebody else who doesn't value you. If somebody doesn't value you, there are a whole lot of other people that will value your time. Leave that person. Walk out of that partnership, walk out of that relationship, and look for somebody else that will value you and that you will value. Now, let's talk about unhealthy relationship. Okay, so what do we mean by unhealthy relationship? Is as simple as a relationship where the feeling is not mutual, is unhealthy. So whatever feelings you have for each other needs to be mutual. Okay, a relationship where one party doesn't, bother about whatever happens to the other party, and the other party actually cares about what happens to the other party, that is not a relationship. That relationship is unhealthy. It's only a matter of time before that relationship, goes under the water. There is nothing that can save that kind of relationship. Why? Because one party, it gets to a point where party starts feeling burnt out, and that's when it starts getting, really bad. That's when the relationship starts getting out of hand. It becomes toxic. By the time the other party retaliates, it becomes toxic. Okay, and do we need toxic relationship in our lives? I don't need one. You don't need one. Why? Because there's so many challenges out there, and the last thing you want in your life is some kind of relationship where you're undervalued, some kind of relationship where you don't feel accepted. You don't need that to add to the challenge you already face as an adult. So now let's talk about what to do if you have an unhealthy relationship. What do you do if you have an unhealthy relationship, or how do you know your relationship is unhealthy? In relation to friendship, you would know if your relationship is unhealthy because let's say you do 90% of the calls, you do 90% of the text message, and this other person is pulling away. The more you try to pull in, the more this person moves away. The more you try to call, the more this person relaxes and wait for you to call. That's not a relationship. What is a relationship? You should be able to communicate. There should be absolute communication between the both of you. Communication shouldn't be, oh, I don't know if I call this lady, or I don't know if I call this XYZ person, she's going to be available to speak. No, if you want to speak to your friend, you should be free to pick up your phone and speak to this person you want to speak to without having any feeling of being rejected. Okay, without having any feeling of being refused, or without thinking that this person would see your call and ignore your call. So once you start having a relationship where you feel, once you place a call and that call is not responded to, is not picked, you suddenly feel, oh, this person is actually ignoring my call. Once you start having that negative feeling, you may want to take a step backwards and check properly that you are on the same page with this person. Because if I have a friend that I know this person is my friend, and we have a healthy relationship, and I place a call to this person and this person doesn't pick my call, I shouldn't think that this person is ignoring my call. I would rather think that, oh, maybe she's not available at this time, maybe she's not with her phone at this time, or maybe she's in a meeting or something at this time and she's unable to respond to my call. I would not go the negative route of thinking that this person is intentionally ignoring my call because this person doesn't want to talk to me. So, tip one for you guys: if you start having that feeling, that's, oh, I don't think she wants to pick my call, I don't think he wants to pick my call, I don't think, oh, I'm calling and you don't pick calls, you don't respond to calls, why are you ignoring me? Just take a step back. You don't need that. Take a step backwards and really watch that relationship to be sure that this person you're talking about is actually your friend. Okay, so once the feeling is not mutual, whatever feelings you put in that relationship has to be mutual. If you're talking about dating, if your friends, you're dating, whatever it is you're doing, it has to be mutual. If it's not mutual and it's one-sided, then it becomes unhealthy and it would affect the other person who is truthful about that relationship. So you don't want to be in that kind of relationship. All right, so like I said before, now I said the purpose of this video is we're just going to concentrate on friendship alone. Now, what does it mean to have a good relationship? First of all, a good relationship should be easy to maintain. Yes. If you have a relationship where you can easily talk to your friend, you can easily laugh, you guys throw jokes at each other, you laugh at each other, you communicate, and you forgive easily, you forgive each other easily, then guys, you have a good friend. Please maintain that friend. If you have that friendship with someone where, despite whatever goes on between the both of you, you guys easily bounce back, you forgive each other genuinely, and you bounce back into what you used to be, that is a friendship to keep. That is how it should be. If you have a friend where there is easy communication, so you do something to me and I'm able to communicate my feelings to you, and you listen to my feelings and you try to make adjustments, to me that's big, because it means you value me, you have value for my feelings, and you're willing to compromise, just to keep our relationship, just to keep our friendship active. For if you have a friend who doesn't value your feelings, so your friend does something you don't like and you can't tolerate, and you communicate this in the right manner. XYZ, this is what you did, I'm not impressed with this, please could you stop doing this, and that friend of yours continues with the same pattern, that shows that friend of yours doesn't value you. You're in a wrong relationship or friendship, whatever it is you are in, partnership, whatever you want to fix into that. If that person doesn't value your feelings, that person doesn't value your emotions. So you don't even need to value that person's feelings and that person's emotion. Okay, so you need to pull away from that kind of relationship. A healthy relationship means healthy communication. You communicate, you guys are willing to compromise, to please each other. Okay, and you guys are easily able to forgive each other. Forgiveness is also key, because that's what I've come to realize, that's what kills a lot of relationship. Yes, forgiveness. People find it very difficult to forgive. So forgiveness is key. You just have to look for a way to forgive. And if you have a kind of relationship where, or you have a friend who doesn't forgive, this is the kind of friend that whatever you do to that friend stays done, like he or she does not forgive, you may want to take a step backwards, okay? And give yourself some respect and some healthy breathing space take a step from such a person and give yourself some healthy breathing space, okay? A good friend will have your back every given time, okay? I should be able to have a friend who I can lean on. There's a popular song that says we all need somebody to lean on. At some point in our lives, we all need somebody to lean on. So you should have a friend that you know that you can lean on. You can trust this person to look out for you. You can trust this person to be there for you when you need somebody to be there for you. If all your friends are friends who are only there when the going is good, hey, my friends, you need to think twice. You need to take a step backwards, look at your friends, and think twice. Guys, it is better for you to have one friend, one good, solid friend, than for you to have 100 friends who would only do the basic with you. What's the basic? Go out binging. You go drinking, you go clubbing, or whatever it is you do as friends, or you just pick up the phone and have idle chats. If you had a lot of friends who you just do idle chats with, guys, you don't have friends, okay? Because this set of friends will not be there for you when the going gets tough. Everybody at one point in time in their lives, they've had difficult times. So you need friends that you know that they can be there for you when they're going tough. You can rely on them when the time comes, and they will be there for you. You should also be that kind of friend. So don't look out for friends like that. You should also work on yourself and ensure that you're the kind of friend that your friends can rely on. Oh, I can rely on Ben. Oh, Ben would, stand by me, whatever it is. That's the kind of friend you should also be to your friends, okay? So it shouldn't be one-sided. I'm not having this video so you can check out your friend. You need to also speak to yourself. Have an inward conversation with yourself. Am I the kind of friend that my friends can lean on in their difficult time? Am I the kind of friend that would, laugh with my friend and would cry with my friend when the need arises? Am I the kind of friend that will be a support system to my friends when they need my support? Or I'm just the kind of friend that would run at the tiny bit of challenge any of my friends may have. Any little challenge, I'm out. I run because I don't want to be involved. I don't want to get. Are you that kind of friend? If you're that kind of friend, then you should also think, and try to improve yourself. We're all in this world together. Okay, try to improve yourself. Try to be a better person, and don't expect people to reciprocate what you are not giving. Okay. Also, do you have friends that discuss relevant things with you, things that would benefit you? I'm talking about business ideas. I'm talking about humanity, things to do for humanity, to better humanity. I'm talking about things that can help you intellectually. I'm talking about things that can help you spiritually. Do you have friends who are concerned about your spiritual growth, who are concerned about your financial growth, who are concerned about your career? Do you have friends like that? Or your friends don't even care if you have a career? They don't care if you pray in your homes, or they don't care if you read the Bible, or they don't even care if you know what's going on in the world? Do you have friends that don't even want to know if you're enlightened in any way? Then you may want to take a step backwards and then check that relationship out. And also ask yourself the same question. Am I the kind of friends that I only just talk about absolutely nothing with my friends? We don't discuss anything profitable and we just while away time. Hey guys, the popular saying goes this way: time is money. So you don't want to be a time waster. Okay, you don't want to be somebody who is wasting someone else's time, and you don't want to have somebody who wastes your time. Fine, there are times when you want to idle chat with your friend, but it shouldn't just be chatting. You guys should be able to come up with constructive ideas to help yourselves. If I'm in a mix and I have a friend who will not help me out of that fix, or at least come up with suggestions and help me out of that fix, then I need to be very careful of that kind of friend, because it means that friend is not adding value to my life. And if I have friends that I cannot add value to their lives, I can't support them when they need support, then I need to check myself out. It just means that I don't add value to the lives of others. It's as simple as that. So I've given you tips on how to identify the kind of friends you have. Okay, kind of friends that will improve you, that will protect your interests, that will have your back when the time comes, that you can share ideas together, and that your time with this friend is not being wasted. A good friend, like I said, should discuss things with you, the right things that would improve you. So should you discuss as a friend to others. You should be able to discuss things with others that will improve them as well. Let's quickly take a look at the characteristics. I'm just giving you some tips, but let me give you some characteristics to look out for in your relationship. For example, you have a good friend. This is my friend. This is who I call my friend. This is who I call my partner. This is who I call my whatever it is you call that person. But you have somebody who you have a relationship with, right? Please, I want you to take this step. Take a look at that relationship and see if that relationship is one-sided. Okay, if it is one-sided, maybe you're the one at the receiving end or the other person is the one at the receiving end, then that is not a healthy relationship. A good relationship, the characteristics of a good relationship is that the relationship is both-sided. Both parties come together to make the relationship work. Another characteristic of a good relationship is to have mutual respect for each other. You can't avoid respect. Okay, you have to have mutual respect for each other. You respect the feelings of each other and you trust each other. There has to be trust. If I don't trust you, how then do I communicate sensitive matters to you? And if I can't communicate sensitive matters to you, why are you my friend? There's absolutely no point having you in my life. So there has to be trust. This person that you're in friendship with, can you trust this person? Okay, do you feel there is trust in your relationship? It's key. If there's no trust in your relationship, that relationship is broken and it can't be amended. And if there was trust in that relationship before and the trust is broken, it's very difficult to mend a broken trust. It's really difficult because whatever happened in the past will keep coming back. So you want to check, do I trust this person? Or if my trust has been broken before, can I trust this person again as my friend? If the answer is no, guy, whoever you are, please take a step backward and keep that person at arm's length. It's not worth it. Okay, a healthy relationship must create space for each other. So for example, I don't have to choke you up as a friend. A relationship that is healthy is supposed to be the kind of relationship where I'm allowed to be myself. I should be able to hear my views. I should be able to do my own thing and not feel choked up. Same for the other party. We should be able to have time, to do our things apart from each other. Okay, so that's another characteristic of a healthy relationship. Another relationship characteristic I would like us to talk about is that, like I said before, respect has to be mutual, feeling has to be mutual, it must be balanced. A relationship has to be. If it's not balanced, you would know when your relationship with somebody is not balanced because you would feel it. If you are the one pulling away, you would know that you are not giving this person the kind of attention this person is actually demanding for. And if it's you that is at the receiving end, you would also know that this person is not valuing me. He or she is not giving me the kind of attention I want to give. Now, please don't forget, I'm not talking about dating. You can, also associate this with dating or marriage. You can. But I'm concentrating today on friendship. If I want to go into other aspects like dating, like marriage and all that, this video will be too long because that's a very broad topic. I'm just talking about general friendship, general partnership, the friends you make. If you're a student, the friends you make in school. If you're working, the friends you make at work. If you're in the society, wherever you have your friends, whatever, your family members are even involved in this. So you need to be sure that you are valued wherever you are, wherever you decide to spend time, whoever you want to spend time with, you ensure that the value and the feeling and the respect you are wanting, everything is balanced. Okay? There should be sense of playfulness and fondness between you and your friend. If you guys are not playful, if you're not fond of each other, it's not fun. It's not what it. You should be able to laugh together, like I said before. Laugh together, play together, make jokes together. If there is no fondness, if one party is all of a sudden Mr. or Miss Serious or whatever it is, or one partner is just too business-like and all that, that's not a relationship. You can't be in a relationship with someone who is always serious. no playfulness, no fondness. You can't tease the person. Teasing is automatically seen as an insult. You don't want to be in that kind of relationship. Honesty is another characteristic. Is this person honest, or are you honest? Personally, that's a no-no for me. If you're not a honest person, it just pisses me off. For me as a person, honesty is key. Is key for me, because I know I am honest. So if I have a friend who I feel, or I start having that feeling that this person is not honest, then I take a step backward and I begin to doubt this person. And then, of course, it just means that there won't be any trust in that relationship anymore. And for me, once I can't trust you, I can't talk to you. There's really nothing to talk about. Okay, so honesty is key. Are you honest, about your feelings? Are you honest about certain things? Are you a honest? Can your friends say, oh, I like this person because I know this person would always say the truth? Can they say that about you? Or can you say that about your friend? You need to check that out. And also, a good characteristics that I would love, I love this part, because it has to do with something you cannot avoid, and that is conflict management. You can't avoid it. If you're friends with someone, you cannot avoid having issues with that person. There will be conflict. Some friends are constantly having issues, and they are constantly resolving issues. For me, that is healthy. Ability to have issues and resolve your issues amicably and move on. For me, that's healthy. If you have a relationship where you don't have issues, then trust me, one person is not being honest. That's the truth. If you guys are always sweet, you don't have issues, you don't fight, you don't have arguments, hey guys, somebody is not being honest in that relationship. There will always be conflict in a genuine relationship. Things will always crop up that would require some kind of resolution. Your ability to manage conflict and not allow it to go into the wrong level, or not allow it to deteriorate into something different that is not acceptable, is what keeps your relationship, going. So are you guys able to manage conflict? Or you have this kind of friend that once you guys have a fight, you don't talk to each other for months? Guys, if you have a friend like that who cannot resolve conflict and let things go, guys, you don't need that kind of friend in your life. You guys should be able to resolve issues and let issues go and move on. So if you have a relationship where there's constant fighting and issues, and there's constant resolution, so you fight today, tomorrow you've resolved your issues and you're back to being best friend, hey guys, it means that relationship is worth keeping. You have a good relationship. Ability to address conflict in a mature manner is key. Ability to not allow conflict to escalate into something you don't want is key. So if both of you are mature enough to handle conflicts between yourselves, then I can say that is a very good one. You have a good relationship that is worth keeping. To end this video, I would like to say that a healthy relationship is a lot of work. It's not easy. You have to work for it. Okay, so don't think you can just have a healthy relationship without working for it. No, you have to work for it, and you have to be deliberate in everything you do. And the feeling has to be mutual. The work, the deliberation, whatever it is, has to be mutual. Because if you're not deliberate and you just feel, oh, I can be myself, I just want to do anything I want to do in this relationship, it's not going to work. So it has to be deliberate. You have to realize that this is my friend. I have to be deliberate in XYZ in order to be a good friend to this person. And the other person is also deliberate about reciprocating this action to you. That is a good friendship, and it is worth keeping. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video now. Like I said before, my name is Toyin. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and support me. More of this kind of videos will be uploaded, and I hope you enjoyed my video today. Thank you and